It opened in 1980, so we're coming up for our 39th anniversary. We have 8 beds here at Mount Edgcumbe, and there's also a further 8 beds down in St Julia's in Hale. It's 24-hour care to our patients, and we look after terminally ill people, and it's a really specialist care that we offer that you probably can't get anywhere else in the county.
What are the costs involved?
It costs around £5.5 million a year to run the both units.
So fundraising really makes a massive
Really
difference.
does. We only get about 20% funding from the government, so 80% we have to find ourselves.
What does the hospice mean to you?
Oh, it's everything. It's such an important resource for the people of Cornwall. As I said before, this is the type of care that you can only get here at Mount Edgcumbe. Although the staff at Trelisk and places like that are exceptional, they can't offer the level of care that we're able to our patients.
Where would the money from our fundraising go?
So you've had a tour around the hospice today. You've seen the sorts of things that we do here. So every penny that we raise here in Cornwall stays here at Mount Edgcumbe and down at St Julia's in Hale and looks after the people of Cornwall. And we've also got community services. So the money that we fundraise will go out and keep those services running as well.
Do you like working here?
I love it. I've been here 13 years and I absolutely love working here. What
support do you offer families?
Anything from just a friendly ear to listen to bereavement support when they've lost a loved one. We don't just care for the patient, we care for the whole family, so it could be mum, dad, brother, sister, husband, wife, son or daughter. We care for everybody, even pets.
We hoist our patients that are unable to get up themselves, so we've got other standing aids, but this is for mainly our bedbound patients. So it enables them to get out, sit in the chair if they want to, so if they've still got a bit of sitting balance, it means they can have their lunch in the chair and they don't have to have it in bed. But it also means we can get them into the bath as well, so normally at that point they're not able to shower themselves, whereas in the bath you're strapped in, so you're nice and safe. And then we can help you, wash yourself. So it enables them to still have a bit of independence, really.
How often would you say you use the hoist, like on a day-to-day basis?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
So with our bedbound patients, every day, in the last stages, so when they get into the terminal stage, we tend to leave them in bed, so we're just trying to make them comfortable. But up until that point, if they're bedbound, then we'll use it every day so that they can get out. But sometimes it depends. Sometimes we have 8 patients here who are really independent and they're just coming in for symptom control. So it really varies here a lot, depending on who we have in. But whoever we can get out and use the hoist, then we will do it every day.
So the IPC is intermittent pneumatic compression, and it works by taking away a lot of the watery content away from patients with arm edema or leg edema. It enables them to be able to move a lot easier. It kind of lasts for about 3 to 4 days. So patients will come in for block sessions either over a week, 2 weekly or 3 weekly, depending on what they need. But it's really good, especially for leg edema, because it enables people to be able to move their legs much easier, and it gives them a far greater quality of life and range of movement post-treatment.
The hospice provides care to patients with life-limiting conditions. Often that's patients with cancer, but we also see patients here who have degenerative neurological conditions and end-stage lung conditions. And people come here really for 2 reasons, either because they have symptoms related to their illness which are really distressing for them, And sometimes people come here at the end of their life, so we provide care for them for symptoms at the end of life. And we like to think that the care we provide here is really holistic, so it's not just about the medical side and treating symptoms and disease, but it's also about paying attention to what patients' wishes and goals are, and also providing support for their families.
We're very privileged to work here. It's a lovely place. We all work very closely as a team, and everyone has different expertise, and together we just work as a really good unit and very well supported, and it's a privilege to provide really good care to people and their families.
There's not many pockets of the NHS and healthcare left where you have the time and resources that we have here to really provide a really excellent standard of care and do all those extra little things that really make a big difference to people and their families who are going through a really difficult time.
We're supporting people in the community like yourselves, Penrose School. There's people running London Marathon, jumping out of planes, lots of sponsored events that brings in a lot of income for us, cake sales and coffee mornings. We've got some very active fundraising groups out in the community that bring in a huge amount of income every year, which all adds up over time.
We get to know the families when their loved ones come in. They get to trust us. We offer bereavement support for them, pre and post. The nurses will talk to the families, any questions they've got. We've got complementary therapy. We'll sit with the family and we support them the same as we do their loved one.
Every £20 that you raise will fund an hour of nursing care. So you might think it's only £20, but actually each £20 adds up, and that will help continuing to care for our patients.
I think the 2 hours that we were out in Mount Edgcumbe, we felt very welcomed. It was such a positive place. It was so homely. It didn't feel like a hospital at all, and all the nurses there and the volunteers were so welcoming and so lovely.
It really makes a difference for people who have situations in their family where they don't perhaps feel comfortable in a hospital, and it's somewhere they can go and get perhaps counselling, not just for the patients but also the family, depending on the situation. And we really found out that fundraising makes a massive difference to Mount Edgcumbe carrying on every single day, and we definitely want to keep it there. So please support us this year so we can really make a difference in the community and bring it home.